In this video, we're going to look at the Skive options available within FitFoot 360, and more specifically, the new tool that's been added to enable us to control the size of the plane that is used to create the skive, and more importantly, what impact that plane has on design. So in version 1, we have the ability to add a medial skive and a lateral skive. On both cases, we can change the coronal plane, the sagittal plane, and the transverse plane to position that skive where we want. So if we look at the medial side, to have a 3mm skive, we can see that it protrudes through to make a plane through the heel, in this case at an angle of 25 degrees, and we can change that angle. Okay, and the coronal plane changes the angle of the skive up the side of the wall of the device. The sagittal plane controls the movement of the skive, both distal and proximal on the device. And the transverse plane rotates to shape the skive. So that's the medial side. On the lateral side, same again. We have a plane that can change that skive. So let's go with 2mm and we can see what we can do there with the coronal plane and sagittal plane and the transverse plane. Now, some people want to be able to control the skive down the entire column of the device, so in this case the lateral column. So there's a new option down here in the settings in version 2 under design that enables us to change the size of that plane. Now if you can see the plane here, just about see it in this view, we can change that plane medial to lateral, so the width, and we can change it distal to proximal, so the length. Now why would we do this? This is to enable people to have control over the skive along the whole length. So for example, if we were to take that sagittal plane and rotate it, in this case here we can create a wedge that goes down the entire lateral column for the entire length of that plane. So I can make that plane even bigger to make it go right off the edge. So this is creating a wedge all the way through the device, and some people like this. Now in version 1, actually this was the default. Now in version 2, what you actually got is control over shrinking that skive down to make it more localized. So overall, really, there's a lot more control now of that skive and how we position it in the insole to get the desired effect.